Good evening, everybody, and welcome to round 2 of the Super League here in GP for a very wet qualifying by the looks of it. As always, in the commentary box with me is Jukebox. Welcome, Jukebox.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm very well, thank you, and hopefully everybody watching is as well. This could be quite interesting, qualifying in quite heavy rain.
I believe it is, Toby. This is going to be really tough on these drivers, for sure. Now, Pula, how you doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm ready whenever you are, Toby.
Okie doke, yep. So, points from last week and drivers again, but in alphabetical order rather than points order. Or then I could do it in points order, so let's do it that way. So we got Napula. What have you? Is that the order you got them, or the order that I've got them?
No, I've got them all in alphabetical order. It just
okay.
Yeah, then, unfortunately, it makes it so much easier for me.
No problem at all. So yeah, Atom Grim is currently on 8 points, and Before You Die is on 4 points. Dazza has none, looking to have a good result this week. Teddy Jason also on none at the moment. Don Rajiv, I think currently 5th in the standings, is on 12 points. ESS is on 0 points. Panther on 0. Gavra on 2. Guillotine on 0. Hamtaro on 0. Jojo on 0. Kobayashi on 0. Metboy on 0. MQD on 18, and I think that currently puts him in 2nd place. Napula with 25, currently in the lead of the championship, obviously only 1 race in. Piero on 7. Probably looking for a much better result this week. I know he was hoping for one in the chat last week. Play Dutchy in with 10 points. Currently in 5th, I think. Toby 0603 with no points. Tuntu Ripariana. I think I'll stick with Tuntu on 0 points. And it's Jax on 15, and that puts him in 3rd.
Yeah, we did have quite a few drivers crash out last week, but I'm coming to believe that that's just the nature of F1 races.
Well, looking at the Premier League as well, I think that's a possibility. I don't remember there being quite that many retirements last week. I think some of those didn't race. I think that's a possibility, because I do remember quite a few retirements. But then I think also the point system only goes down so far. I don't know whether everybody gets points. Am I right on that, or?
You know, I'm not too sure. I never have really thought of it. I know in the Project Cars, we all get points.
Yes.
That may not be the case for the F1. You may have a very good point there. And
yeah, I think that could be it.
Yeah. Triple O, how you doing? I do see you in there along with Alex Gunner Mac in the chat. Good to see y'all in here tonight. Y'all will have to bear with my voice. I am, if you can't tell, sick as the dog at the moment. But thankfully, Toby is amazing at commentating. And Evan Dalton, hello, how you doing? No, you are. There's nobody I'd rather cover these F1 races with.
Thank you very much.
Yep. And real quick, so we can get on, and y'all can actually see some timings here. And Toby, I do have your screen up.
Okay.
As y'all can tell, we are at the China GP. It is 5.06 kilometers or 3.14 miles, 23 turns, and they will run the official race time start with 15-minute qualifying and a 45-minute race, or 50% of the official distance. And as y'all can tell, we definitely have some dynamic weather going on here.
So currently first with a 148.9 is MQD. As I was saying, that just picked the 148.7 by Piero. Attenborough not far behind both of them with 149.2. And, well, incredibly close behind him with a 1:49.271, literally 1,000th of a second behind, is Don Rajiv.
Oh, and yep, Natty G, we see you also in there. Oh, Evan, we're doing good, man. Toby is the one not sick, so he is definitely much better than I am tonight.
Yeah, I had that last week, and you covered me last week, so I shall do likewise this week. And yeah, I'm imagining it's going to be very tricky for them to get a lap in on such a slippery surface. But play Dutchies with a 1:59 at the moment, so everybody who has set a time aren't too far between each other.
They really are, and I was just looking at that myself. They are very close. I believe I'm currently with Adam Grin at the moment.
Oh, funny. I am too. I shall switch to somebody else.
Oh, well, I was fixing to start going on down through the field and get all the guys a little bit of camera time here. What do we have? We still have right at 10 minutes of qualifying left. Yes, I think we worked out pretty good there, Toby. That was pretty good timing, I think.
Yeah, perfectly. Just for them to
and
stop.
Natty G, sorry, man. Yeah, this is what happens when you have a sick commentator. He forgets to unmute the game sound. Hopefully that's better. Thank you very much for calling me out on it.
Adam Grimm has just put in the time of 1:48, pretty much dead. And yeah, so he's 7/10 currently in front of Piero. I think the track, I don't think it's drying out, but I think a line seems to be starting to appear.
Yeah, I'm starting to see one in front of Adam Grimm, which is now, yeah, he's now put himself in the lead with a 1:48, almost flat, 1:48.045.
Yeah, a very impressive time.
And let's see, where are some of these other drivers at?
He's just about to cross the line, and that puts him fourth with 1:48.9.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, we know Play Dutchy is definitely going to be looking to make a comeback on this race. He had a really good race last week, but he was just a little bit off. Oh, thanks,
Wow.
Natty G.
And MQD has just put one in for 1:47.8. So first and 1:47s.
Oh, very nice.
It looks like the track's speeding up, so we could see a bit of a shuffle round here.
Yeah, well, like you said, it really looks like they're starting to carve themselves a dry line out on the track. And so as long as they stick with that, they should be pretty good. So,
yeah.
Let's see, I'm going to put my camera on GAVRA Novicus for just a minute here. And hopefully, like last week where I cursed him with the commentator's curse, that won't happen again.
I hope not yet, but I've just noticed that Hamtaro and It's Jack are both... It's Jack's are both out of qualifying. It's Jack's has a disqualification, so I don't know what that was for. I might just go into the vectors and have a quick look.
Yeah, let's see. And yep, Toby063 is in the pit. Daza is out on a lap for the Team McLaren.
Oh, It's Jack's was parked in a dangerous location, so I think he probably broke his car and got teleported back to the pits.
Yep, and I have to say it's great to see you guys in the chat talking about the race y'all ran last night. I will definitely be reading it and looking through there. I caught most of it, and y'all had a great race yesterday. The Premier season is doing really well.
Yeah, it looks very interesting actually. And Evan, it's not me that's unwell; it's Jukebox that's unwell. So, but no, we appreciate that, and yeah, please do join the community. It's a great community. Everybody's very friendly and competitive. It's a very good atmosphere.
Let's see if I can slowly work my way down here. I've been trying to slowly work my way down to our fellow commentator, Fana, who will be covering the Mondays with me for the McGann when the season starts. So y'all make sure you check that out. And Toby, you're doing the you'll be racing in the GT3s on Friday?
I will be. Yep. I think Bowie and myself will be racing in the Nissan GT3 car.
Yeah, so y'all definitely keep an eye out for the start of next season's Project Cars. It's going to be really good. The administrators have got some great cars and tracks lined up for us.
Yeah, no, it's a very interesting season, especially the Genetic Cup should prove to be really interesting. We've got is it 3 cars? No, it's 4 cars over the 4 legs, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously, for the ones who are driving it. Yeah, I'm just on Donald G because he's on a fast lap at the moment. We know he's fast in previous races too. So just quite interesting to see whether he manages to put himself up the grid or not.
Yeah,
I was just trying to work out why I was facing backwards.
Yeah, the camera really does take some odd views sometimes. I do like that view during the actual race. You get a nice view of the car behind, but yeah, sometimes our camera guys don't have a lot of sense. Exactly.
There's the corner he's just gone through. But Donald Sheever's gone into the pits. Makes me think that maybe the track is getting wetter. He obviously didn't feel like he was getting an improvement. I didn't see any off-track action from him, so I don't think he had any damage.
I'm sticking with Fana to see if Fana manages to go ahead and put him in a lap time. I talked to him before the race. He said he was feeling much more confident on this track and with the car than he was last week.
Good.
So Gavra and Fana will be the ones I am cheering for during the race. And we'll of course play Dutchy as well. He always knocks it out of the park.
He's an impressive driver. And Aston Grimm and MQD had a very good showing last week. In fact, there were so many. I'm going to have to list them all now, but it's going to take me a second. Piero, Donald G, obviously Napula, who won. ESS, we know, is very fast as well. And I'm sure that there are others who we haven't seen the true pace of yet. So, and others that I've missed out as well. So yeah, we're in for pretty good races tonight, I think.
I think so. Maybe since we have some guys that ran this track last night in the Premier Series, maybe they'll be awesome and give us a little bit of insight on how long we can expect drivers' tires to last through the race.
Given a dry race even.
Yeah. You know, hint, hint, wink, wink at you guys watching.
Although I have noticed Play Dutchy is currently out in intermediates. So there's me saying the track was getting wetter. He's thinking it's getting drier.
And yep, Fana did manage to get him a 1:56 in, so he did manage to get a time. And I want to see Fana do really good during this race. I know he loves the F1. Oh, as I went back up to Toby06, and it was just a little, looks like we had 3 cars there, a little bit on top of each other.
Yeah, they were. And Play Dutchy made it through, because my camera's on him at the moment.
So yeah, I just moved up to Tunturi in 13th with a 1:52.9. Wow, they have really snuck up on me, Toby. They're down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And,
yeah, not long to go yet.
Yeah, and it looks
now
like,
even.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, it looks like the guys in the chat took that very blatant hint about tire wear, and we're starting to get a lot of feedback on how long we can expect to see tires last. Thank you guys very much. That is awesome. We'll go up here, put my camera back on Gavra, currently 12th with a 1:52.60. Yeah, Toby, still, the whole track is actually very tight for everyone that has managed to set a time, and I think the guys that didn't get a time in really have, like you said, when qualifying first started, it really was a torrential downpour on them.
It was, yeah. Kobayashi and Deadly Jason were on their outlap at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what they get. Oh, wow. Play Dutchy has just crossed the line, and he has set a 1:47.3. So he's now put himself on provisional pole.
I just saw
So
that
who else?
flash up at the bottom of the screen.
Got MQD, who's on the lap at the moment, I believe. The yellow flags in the sector he's in. One of the Red Bulls is off at the side. And what's he going to do in response?
Oh, thank you, Evan. I appreciate that. Yeah, there usually is the last turn. Everybody really wants to get on the power really hard to get a good run down the straight. And it's very easy for everybody to spin out right there.
Well, it looks like Play Dutty's gamble on the mediums, sorry, not the mediums, intermediates, has paid off there. MQD wasn't able to improve his time. He is still on wets, and it does look like he's going for another lap. But the question is, because obviously if the track is dry enough for intermediates, then wets are not going to be faster. But if they're not, then he could well be.
Yeah, and of course we never really know exactly what this weather is going to do once we change over to the race. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this, Toby. I kind of want to see him slug it out in the rain, but it's only the second race of the season, so I kind of want it to dry up for him as well.
I don't know. I think wet race could be very interesting. But yeah, I do know what you mean. It's nice. It's nice not to have quite as much of a challenge sometimes. But it did that last week, didn't it? I think it was raining in qualifying and was dry for the race.
I believe it was. I believe you could be right. I would definitely have to go back to look. Needless to say, I am on a lot of cold medicine.
I'm still on MQD to see whether he can set a faster lap time. He has got slipstream this time, which will aid him on the straights, but not so through the corners. Oh, he got a bit deep out of that corner. Nope, no improvement there. And the only one left now is Piero, I think. Oh no, Napolo as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I've got my camera on Napula, and I figured I'd see if he was going to improve. Yeah, he is one of the only drivers still out. Yeah, it looks like everybody at the bottom is pretty much gone on in. But I have to say...
Piero, wow, 146.8. He went for the same strategy as his teammate with the intermediates, and that really has paid off.
I was just fixing to say again, you know, that was a fantastic run from Play Dutchy with the fastest lap for qualifying. And just as soon as I was fixing to say it, Pierre really did. He pulled it out of nowhere there. Yeah.
Napler is on the intermediates as well. No, he's just crossed the line. He hasn't managed to improve. Wow, what a finish. Both Toro Rossos 1-2.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good race, as we can already see some good competition brewing between teammates.
Yeah, and they both opted for the same strategy of the intermediates in the second part of that qualifying session. Napolo did too, but I think from what I saw, Pierre and Play Dutchy took a bit more time warming their tyres up. So I think that may have been Napolo's first fast lap, or he just made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like, if y'all are watching my camera, it looks like the computer decided to take over these three guys' cars at a very bad time. We had all three of them lined up in a little train there, Toby, just kind of just bumping each other down the straightaway.
I didn't see that.
I'll let you take it away.
Napolo was saying that he was up by 0.3 of a second and he got invalidated in the last corner. So on pole, we got Piero with 146.8, Play Dutchy in second with a 147.0, MQD in third with a 147.8, Atticum in fourth, Napolo in fifth, Donji in sixth, Metboy in seventh, ESS in eighth, Toby 0603 in ninth, Tuntu in 10th, 11th Kobayashi. I'll have to pick that up in a second.
It always does cut away at the most inconvenient time on us. And I guess real quick while we're waiting on drivers to get loaded in, y'all make sure you go to the website, gavraracing.altervista.org. There's lots of information on there, along with link to the Discord and races that are currently going on, standings, as well as a link to the Patreon if you wish to become a Patreon.
Yeah, it's definitely worth joining. So check it out and join in. It's be great to have you. But I was just looking at the pit lane, and it does appear to be dry. So obviously that could all. Oh no, Pierre has left the session.
Oh no!
Hopefully he manages to get back in.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, yeah, that could really suck for Pierre. I hope he does manage to get back in before it actually kicks off here.
So now in 11th, we've got Jojo. Kobayashi's moved up into 10th. Before You Die in 12th. ESS in 13th. Dazza in 14th. GAVRA in 15th. Guillotine in 16th. 17th, Deadly Jason, not David Jason. 18th is Hamtaro. It's Jackson 19th. And Fanta in 20th. I'm not sure whether Piero would be able to get back in or not. I hope he can. Especially after it's just setting that incredible pole lap.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do hope he gets back in here. Yeah, that was an incredible pole lap right there. He really did pull it off right there at the end, too. Oh, yeah, and as I'm sitting here looking at the screen, Toby, it looks like the sun is coming out even more.
Yep, it does look to be getting quite bright now. Obviously, everything can change later on in the race, but yeah, for the time being, it looks like it's going to be a dry start.
Yeah. And let's see, Alex Gunner Max says hopefully no first corner carnage. We also hope the same thing. And Natty G's prediction is that everyone is going to start on mediums.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see here.
I think he's probably right, unless some of the front ones want to get away a bit at the start, they may opt for a bit of a quick stint on the softs and then onto the mediums. But yeah, looking at the tyre wear of the softs, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, I just popped it up on the screen too. It looks like Play Dutchy, MQD, ESSH, Deadly Jason, and Hamtaro are all starting. Oh, and Gavra are going to start on hards. Daza is going to start on the softs. But yeah, everyone else is on the medium. So 3/4 of the field are on medium tires.
Yeah, this can make it a very interesting start. Yeah, a lot of hard tires gone through as well.
Yeah, they really are.
Dazzler is the only one in softs. Yeah.
You know, sometimes this thing loads us right on into the race really fast. Sometimes it takes a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm on them now. They formed up. So you just need to scroll through them. I had that problem a second ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it up there now.
And they're just about to go, and they are off.
Oh, or is this our...
No, this is the real... They've done their formation lap already. Yep, they're off.
Wow. And
going into the first quarter, Play Dutch is in the lead. MQD's going around the outside, but he gets swamped by Atomgrim, who moves himself up in second. Wow. Great overtake from Atomgrim there.
Well, Toby, I'm glad you were on top of it because, yeah, I totally would not have caught the first of that race whatsoever. It looks like a lot of the guys in the back are making their way up the pack pretty quick. Jax has made up 5 positions so far.
Wow. I had exactly the same. I was stuck in the pit lane and I just thought, this is taking a long time, so I scrolled through and yeah, I just caught the end of the formation lap.
Okay. Well, now we know.
But Gavra appears to have had a not so great start.
Yeah, I see he has fallen all the way back to the bottom, but he has managed to get back away before you die. Which my camera is currently up here on Adam Grin and Play Dutchy, since they are our leaders at the moment.
Yep, I was on Gavra as he made his pass. Before you die, had gone off the track a bit. Wow, there's a lot of action down here in the midfield. I mean, I still think stick with the front because there's a lot of action up there too.
Yeah, I'm seeing your camera now in the midfield, and yeah, the guys in the midfield are incredibly tight. Did I see 4 wide coming down that little short straightaway there?
You did indeed, yep. Fanta just locked up. There was no contact, which is good, but
yeah, like I said,
they're all through cleanly. Hantara is just about to make a move in ESS, I think, going down the inside. Oh, no, he's thought better of it.
Yeah, Adam Grin is
on.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say ESS is on the back of Metboy, but yeah, I can see Adam Grim is just about to make that pass, and he has. Oh, you take it over. You're on them.
Yeah, I was fixing to say Adam Grin's really putting the pressure on Play Dutchy. He's trying to make a move, but Play Dutchy is really on the defense. Very good right now. And speaking of Play Dutchy, his teammate has just came into the chat. Yep, Parrot, yeah. Oh, man, that was... Pierre, that was terrible. I didn't know that was your first pole. I think you'll definitely do it again, though. But, yeah, we're gutted here for you, man.
Oh, very much so. When I saw you drop out, I was really... That must have been... That was an amazing pole, that.
I'm looking down through there, Toby, and I see in 9th is It's Jax, and he has made up 10 positions so far.
Wow, that's quite a gain, actually, isn't it? I will switch up to him now because, and he just made it past Dazza as well.
I believe It's Jax may have been one of our faster. Was he one of our faster drivers last week? I believe he was.
He was, yeah. I can't remember what happened to him. I'll have a look. Oh yeah, he finished in 3rd.
Oh, and Gavra just managed to pass one of the commentators. He managed to get right on around Fanta back there. Gavra made his way up into 16th and put Fanta into 17th.
And Gavra's just gone past Deadly Jason as well.
Gavra is on a run.
There, Gavra.
And I'll have to keep a check on the times there a little bit. It looks like also Napula is right on top of MQD. I just hate to take my camera away from Play Dutchy and Adam Grin at the moment. They're just a car length away the whole time.
I've been switching through some of the other battles, and yes, I'm going to give Napula and MQD a little bit of screen time.
Evan, yeah, hope you come back. It was good to see you in the chat, man. And Adam Grin, yeah, is really putting the pressure on Play Dutchy. I would not want to be in Play Dutchy's seat at the moment. Adam Grin is quite intimidating on track. He lays down some really good, consistent lap times. Oh, and there we are. Since we do have the camera shot of Adam Grin's car, many of the drivers have redone their helmets.
Oh, there's been a crash.
Oh, no.
Toby and it's Jax. No, I don't think it's Jax. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, he's dropping down the field fast from the grid there. See. Oh, no,
I'm not sure he was involved in it. I think he was just had to slow down to avoid it. I don't think it was him. I think it was a red car. Possibly Don Rajiv, maybe? I'm not sure. I couldn't see that very well.
Yeah, it looks like Don Rajiv has had a bad start on this race. Don Rajiv usually, in last season, he did fantastic.
Oh, it's Jax is in the pit, so maybe he was involved in that.
Oh. And, yeah, right before we did have that incident, y'all, and while the camera guy is concentrating a little bit on Adam Grin, he is sporting the purple and yellow Lakers colors, as many of the drivers are tonight, for their helmets in tribute to Kobe Bryant. I thought that was pretty cool of them to do.
Yeah, that was very sad news earlier in the week.
Yeah, I believe that's definitely one everyone in sports all the way around is feeling. He really was a legend in his game.
He was, yeah. And I think some of his family was on board as well, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, it really does.
A horrible situation. Especially for the family.
But right now we do have... I moved my camera down here to Napula for a second because he has just made it by MQD. MQD on the defense. He's taking it back on the inside. These two are side by side down the straight.
Nice. ESS has just managed to make it past Dazza, who has also been overtaken by Hamtara, who's chucked it down the inside of the hairpin. But Daz has come back at him, and he's got the inside of the last corner. And yeah, he's made the move stick. And I think he'll probably have DRS. He will have DRS. As does Hamtaro. Yep. So they're both. Oh, Hamtaro had a look down the inside, thought better of it. But he's now going down the inside. A little bit of a wheel touch there, but I think they're both fine. I think this time Hamtaro may have made it stick.
Yeah, and Napula has managed to get on away from MQD. Oh, and Jojo Power and MQD are now fighting it out for 4th and 5th place. But it looks like MQD is gonna keep his position for now, but Jojo Power is really putting the pressure on him. So, but right behind Jojo Power is Kobayashi, only a half a second off of Jojo Power. So we've got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th very, very close. Oh, let's go back up here because this was so tight it isn't even giving us a split.
I think Daz's tyres, because he's on the softs, and they've totally gone off by lap 5. So Natty's predictions were spot on. He is really struggling. I'm surprised. Is he on the start-finish straight? I think he'll probably pit soon.
Yeah, I have to say, Toby, Jojo Power, Kobayashi, and MQD are really going at it at the moment. They got themselves a little bit of distance, but there for a minute, Kobayashi and MQD, it was really a toss-up as to who was going to make it out in front.
Yeah, I'm just switched the camera to that one too. I've just noticed Daza has dropped back behind Guillotine as well, so his tyres are really starting to suffer.
And I see, yep, Gavranovic is right on top of Tunturi, so I'm going to, without trying to not make everybody sick, get back here. Yeah, Adam Green really is still right on top of Play Dutchy, isn't he?
Yep, and it's Jax who just set the fastest lap, trying to make his way back up there from the collision. I'm assuming it must have been between him and Toby earlier. I didn't see what actually happened, but yeah, Attenborough was still very close. Oh, was that Gavra just make? No, he didn't. It was somebody else just made a pass. Yeah, Daz is falling further back.
Yeah, Gavra's managed to climb his way back up into 13th place, and like I said, he's still got the pressure on Tunturi, so I think he'll still...
Attenborough and Play Dutchy have had contact.
Oh,
I don't think there's any damage. I don't know there's no damage, but Attenborough has taken the lead. Unfortunately, just at the point I moved my camera.
Oh, wait a minute, and Piero is saying MQD may have got a disconnect. So is it possible that
gone down the inside of Attenborough, but Attenborough's going to have the inside of the next corner.
And on my camera, y'all, you can see Tunturi and Daza are really slugging it out. Oh, as Gavra did get by Met Boy, I believe there, made his way up into 12th. Deadly Jason just got by Daza. Okay, well, now I see Daza is actually in the pit. Yeah, these guys are really racing hard tonight. 7 laps in out of 28. I'm still currently on Gavranovic. 1.2 seconds from Tunturi. But I think I'm going to have to go up here. Toby, I'm going to move up here to Guillotine because he is 0.2 seconds off of MQD now.
Yep, I'm back now. I can hear you again. I lost you for a second there. Excuse me. But Play Dutchy has managed to get himself back past Attenborough, and Attenborough is now looking back down. Oh wow, that was close. Attenborough making himself space for that corner. That was a nice pass. Not sure Play Dutchy's going to agree, but he will have the DRS on this straight.
I'm going to go back down here to Before You Die. He's making his way around MQD. You know, I'm starting to suspect Piero is very correct on MQD's disconnect, because he was either his pace is really fallen off, or he's got disconnected and the AI is driving his car.
That is a possibility. Yeah.
As we've got, yep, Tunturi now made it by him. Yep, let me see if I can pull up the tire information here.
Dutchy has dropped off a bit from the back of Attendrum. So Attendrum's tyres are coming into their own. He's on mediums and Dutchy's on the hards, which means Dutchy can run longer into the race, but at this stage he does appear to be a little bit slower.
Yeah, and I just switched my the telemetry on the screen over to show the tires and the laps that they have on there. Mad Barber, how you doing? Triple O. Yep, I just put it up there and looked over and saw your comment about tires. And Piero says he's pretty 100% sure that MQD has had a discount. Okay, he sent a message in the group. Ah, crap.
Oh no.
So well, his AI is doing pretty good. It's getting past a little bit, but it's doing really good for AI in an all racer race.
True. Yep. Does seem to be dropping down the field a bit, but yeah, that's a shame because he was doing really well, from what I remember. And Before You Die is starting to look on guillotine at the moment.
That's what I was just noticing there. I was fixing to take the camera off of him, and then as soon as I did, I noticed he had got down back to 0.5 seconds off of guillotine.
He's got DRS, so he may make a bit of a move. It's going to be forced around the outside. No, guillotine's managed to hold him off this time, I think.
Yeah, Guillotine is doing a great job on the defense at the moment. But if I remember right, Before You Die is also quite fast. Of course, every time I say that, I tend to forget. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. This is the Super League. Of course, all these guys are incredibly fast.
They are all very fast. And yeah, putting on a great show. Those couple of laps in Blade Touchy and Attendrum, where they were racing side by side for most of it, that was pretty impressive to watch.
And it looks like we got Natty G back in the chat again. How you doing, Natty G? Good to see you back in there. Yeah, looking down the field, Toby0603 just made it by Daza. He was really close there.
I think Daza may have some damage because he's just dropped quite a long way back from Toby.
Yeah, he really would. He was right there behind him, and now he's 6 seconds behind him. Looks like he's holding the gap, but it really, I think you're right, it did grow very fast there.
It did, yeah. It was about half a second, and then just suddenly shot to 6.
Oh, as we can see, Guillotine lock him up, trying to keep Before You Die off on the defense there.
But he will have to DRS again this lap, and he'll probably be trying to go down the inside, but Guillotine saying, no, the inside's mine.
So he'll have to try to make it stick around the outside. Not quite room. He's making a hell of an effort there, though. Guillotine he's in the right spot, Toby. Oh, Before You Die gives us a little bit of a rear tire lockup.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys really are. They're pushing pretty hard here. They're not wanting to take any losses. And then right behind them, we've got Tunturi and GAVRA Novic right there on top of each other. Tunturi now closing in 0.7 seconds from Before You Die. So these guys battling is allowing Tunturi and GAVRA to catch up. So we could end up seeing a little bit of a four-way battle going here, Toby. Yeah, I think we lost Toby again for just a second there, y'all. He's been having a little bit of mic trouble, but he'll be back in just a second.
Oh, but I'm not talking over you. Oh, I can hear you. Oh, no, I can't.
Yep. Nope, there he is.
Oh, there we go. Wow, Before You Die is making the move now on Hamtara. He's made it stick, I think. But Hamtaro is going to go down the inside. He's locked up, but he's going to make... Nope. I think Before You Die has got this time. Not sure who will have DRS here.
Yeah. Hamtaro is just barely holding on to that position. I totally missed Before You Die getting by Guillotine.
So did I. I thought he... Oh, no, he has just got past Before You Die. That's Guillotine behind him. Sorry, Before You Die has just got past Guillotine. Yeah.
And I think we're looking... My stuff is showing me a little bit odd times here. It's actually showing a 10-second gap from Before You Die and Hamtaro. Well, no. Yeah, I guess that did happen. Wow.
I think he is...
He is about 10 seconds.
He was... Oh, Guillotine just spun behind him, but he's managed to hold it.
No.
And GAVRA has managed to get through.
Yeah,
so GAVRA is now in the top 10.
How you doing, Evan? Good to see you back in the chat.
And Guillotine is now back on track. It's Jax behind him. And, a little bit of wheel tap, but I think they're both okay.
And Piero is predicting that Adam Grin, Playduchy, and Napula will probably fight it out all the way to the end. I'm kind of hoping they will. It was very difficult to keep up last week and get their cars on the pole and on the screen like I wanted to. And but it was good. It was great racing, so I'm hoping we have an exact repeat.
Guillotine's tyres.
Yeah, I think we lost you again.
I think they'll be pitting the ones in mediums currently.
Yeah, the prediction was, what was it, about 13 laps on mediums?
It was, yes. So yeah, if Playduchy keeps himself close behind, he will be on mediums for his second stint, I'd imagine, and will probably be faster through the last part of the race.
Yeah, I think I agree there. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And then Napula also on the hards. Yep, it looks like Guillotine's gone through the pit. He's going to change over to the hard tires so he can stay out for the rest of the race as well. So Toby, sorry y'all, foggy headed. 2 sets of medium tires most likely will not do the entire race, will it? Unless they really push the limits of their second set of tires.
I'm struggling to hear you again, sorry. I don't know when to talk or when not to. I don't want to talk over you.
It's all right.
I heard a laugh then. Yeah, got you again.
I'm here.
Okay.
Let's see here. I do need to make...
It keeps on glitching out where I can't hear you, and but yes, Playduchy has dropped a bit further back, but obviously they're on different strategies, so it'll be interesting to see how their strategies do play out.
Yeah, maybe this will help out a little bit. I looked over at all my stuff, and Sig passed on his bad router to me. So last Friday I burned up my good router that was capable of the really high speed, and I'm now on my backup router, which does the job, but it isn't quite the router that my other one was. So I just had to go in and turn the video feed down just a little bit. Hopefully that'll make a difference.
Is much better. Yep, I can hear you pretty solidly now, which is good. And GAVRA is closing quite quickly onto the back of Tuntu.
Now, I'm feeling a little bit of deja vu here, Toby. Did we see something similar to this last week with these two?
I think we might well have done. It's been a week since last week. I have to say, Tuntu just made a mistake, so this could be GAVRA's chance. And Don Rajiv was caught up with them too. And somebody else behind him, and it's Jax, who is right at the back of Don Rajiv. So these guys are going to be in a stream with DRS, apart from Gavra. Don Rajib is looking down the inside of Turn 2, and he has... Oh, there's been contact, and Don Rajib's off. Oh, no, more contact, and Gavra...
No. Not Gavra. I was just fixing to say, thankfully Gavra did manage to make it through that last one very clean. Hopefully he didn't pick up any damage.
He was
I'm not sure.
knocked into the pit lane, so I think if he had had damage, he would have carried on in, so hopefully not.
Yeah, it looks like the gravel did a really good job of slowing him down, just like it's meant to do. Of course, some people, you know, Toby, I've seen some drivers complain about the gravel on the side of the tracks, but it's really meant to slow the car down without damaging them.
Yes,
can be quite handy.
Yeah. Well, that has put, even though I'm sure Gavin would have preferred not to have had the contact, has promoted him into 9th.
And he's now, what is that, 6.5 seconds from it's Jax?
Yep.
And I'm gonna move my camera slowly back up here. Actually, I'm gonna go back down to the bottom real quick.
Whilst that was happening, sorry to interrupt, Attendrum has pitted, which has promoted Dutchy into the lead and Napler into 2nd. And Napler has really caught onto the back of Dutchy. This has become a 3-way fight.
Oh, and I got my camera back here in the back to 15th and 16th with Guillotine and Tunturi right in time to see a massive battle between these two guys. Tunturi is really trying to look for a move, but he may have a move here. Nope, not quite up the inside. He was close, but not quite in the position to make it. Oh, that hurt him a little bit. He got a little off on the inside, caught a little grass, slowed him down on the exit, which is allowing Guillotine to get out in front of him.
Atkin's behind ESS at the moment, and he's going to be hoping to get past very quickly because he's on much fresher tyres. This is really holding up his chances of getting back into the lead. Obviously during his pit stops.
And let's see, I'm going to look through the chat here. We had several comments come in. Triple O said a little while ago that it looked like Adam Grin's tires were starting to drop off. Well, yeah, I guess that was right before he pitted.
Yep. Napler just went very wide. What's happened to Dutchy? Oh no, Dutchy crashed going into the pit lane. I have no idea what happened just then.
Oh, that cannot be good then. I'm currently down here on Fana at the moment. He's trying to make up some time.
So Adam is going to quite easily get back past now. I have no idea at all what happened there. So that puts Napler in the lead. He will be pitting soon though by the looks of it, and I think he'll be behind Attenborough when he comes out. He will probably be behind ESS as well, but obviously ESS is yet to pit. Oh no! Oh dear. Retro safety car, Hamtaro and ESS just contacted. I didn't see what happened, but they are both out. And this could really play into Napler's hands. If he's close to the pit entrance, he could dive in the pits now and really save some time.
So he could almost get himself a free pit if it's time to ride.
Or at least a much less costly pit.
Yeah, this track has definitely proven to be quite treacherous for a few of the drivers. But I have to say, Toby, we've seen some great action so far out here tonight.
There has been. Yeah, very much so. Looks like the virtual safety car has ended, so it'll be interesting to see what Napler now does pit. That benefit is slightly less now, but yep, he has. As has his teammate, who is MQD, who disconnected.
Well, it's good to see that the AI is holding true and taking tires and stuff as needed.
Yep, Attengrim is on his way to the start-finish straight, so I think he will retake the lead of this race. And Napler hasn't started moving yet, although he's just about to by the looks of it. Sorry.
No, and Triple O says
No, he hasn't
did the same thing that Dutchy did yesterday. It cost him about 9 seconds. But of course, Piero, his teammate, is still rooting for him. He's telling Play Dutchy to just push harder, which we know Play Dutchy will definitely do.
Without a shadow of a doubt. He's not that. Oh, he's 16 seconds. That cost him a lot of time. That did.
It really did.
Yeah. Naturally, his pit stop seemed to be very long as well. So maybe he had some damage.
And yeah, and Piero says bad luck on Napula too. Says he lost about 30 seconds at least. Let's see.
That could have just been a pit stop time. I mean, it's a very long pit lane here.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just a really long pit lane, Toby.
Yeah. But Play Dutchy has definitely lost some time.
And I have to say, I just noticed that Jojo Power and Kobayashi have
going down the inside of, sorry to interrupt, of Daza. A lot of wheel tapping there, but I think they're both through, and Guillotine has made it through. And sniffing behind them both, Toby. Oh, wow. Very late dive down the inside, but he managed to make it with no contact there. That was... I wasn't sure that was... I thought he braked a little bit too late there, but no, that was well held. And he's gone off the track a bit. I think Dazza just knocked into him and is off the track himself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got my mic on mute. Yeah, these guys are getting really close. Definitely a lot of wheel-to-wheel action and a little bit of bump in there.
There was a little bit. The angles I had weren't very conclusive as to what was happening, but yeah, there was definitely some contact. But Toby is now right in the back of Guillotine. In fact, really closing quite rapidly.
Yeah, he really is. I'm on Toby 0603 at the moment. Oh, as he does go for the inside. Not
I don't think he's got space there, but...
No. Yeah, that was definitely that was a very bold move. I do have to say that was very, very risky. It looked like their tires may have rubbed, but thankfully there was no carnage from it. Oh, but Toby did manage to get around the outside, I believe, there of Guillotine.
I think he has. Yeah, nice move. So I think this remains where the action is.
I believe it is. It looks like Tunturi is only 0.8 seconds from Guillotine. Guillotine, I believe, about the same from Toby. Yeah, I believe this is definitely where the action is at the moment.
His Jax, however, is also closing on the back of Before You Die quite rapidly. Well, in fact, very rapidly. I'm going to switch over to that one. And Before You Die has gone defensive. It's Jax has gone down the inside. Oh no, a little bit of contact, but not catastrophic. And he's made it through.
Yeah, these guys are really pushing tonight. And
yeah.
Let's see, Evan says that Play Dutchy needs to pick up about 1.5 seconds for a few laps so he can catch up to Adam Grin. Yeah, I think I agree. They've got 9 laps left. If he can manage to pick up just a little bit, he'll catch him.
He is faster on those mediums, but I'm not convinced he's fast. It's fast enough. But then I have been wrong in the past.
And we do have MQD in the chat. How you doing, man? Yeah, it sucked to see you get the disconnect, but good to see you in the chat. And MQD says he can get at least one more lap out of the tires than some of these guys are getting, which I remember from last week he actually had some really good runs, so I don't think I doubt it.
Yeah. No, he was fighting for the lead for much of it, I think. Tantu is closing a bit on the back of Guillotine. And apart from that, there's not a huge amount of action on track at the moment. Met Boy is not far behind his teammate. In fact, he is closing quite quickly. On much older tyres too. So I think he had an instant early on because his tyres seem to be out of sync with everybody else's. This is Met Boy I'm talking about. But before he died, just got in the pits. I'm assuming he had damage.
Oh, and it looks like Tunturi is going to go around the outside of Guillotine. Oh no, we did have contact. It looked like Guillotine may have got a little bit looser, locked him up on the inside of the turn, and ended up cutting across the track, leaving Tunturi literally nowhere to go there. I don't think that was anyone's actual fault, though.
Guillotine has gone in the pits.
Yeah, he did pick up a little bit of damage there. Kind of looks like he may not have his front wing.
I think there is a front wing, just not all of it. He was missing some end plates.
And Vanna has made his way back up into 15th now.
Yeah, and GAVRA has made his way into 8th. And Met Boy with that, likewise moved himself into 7th.
Yep, I'm going to move my camera up here to GAVRA for a second, Toby, while I go ahead. I want to try and get a little bit of a jump on these guys this time.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm still here paying attention. What do we have? We have, 7 laps left. Yeah, this is going to be a great finish.
Yeah, I think Attendon has got enough of a lead to hold it out over Play Dutchy. It's Jax may have enough time to get onto the back of Kobayashi, but I'm not sure about that. He has quite a bit younger tyres, and they are mediums as opposed to hards, so that's a possibility. Play Dutchy's actually dropped a bit further back from Attendon, so I think that's going to stick how it is in that respect. Napler, yeah, I think that time seems to be holding as well, so I think that may be the top 3 at the moment.
That's about what I'm thinking. It's with the gaps they have, it's going to be close. I don't think Play Dutchy can catch Adam Grin at the moment, but I think
no, nor do I.
Napula could end up possibly catching Play Dutchy, but I'm starting to find that a little unlikely too.
He's actually dropping further behind, so I don't think he will, as it currently stands. Yeah, I'm just looking around. I don't think there is anybody who quite has enough time. The only one really is it's Jax, although that time doesn't seem to be moving either that much. Yeah, but this has been another great race. Play Dutchy and Attengrim during that first stint gave us a real show, and
they really did.
I think it was only the damage that Play Dutchy took whilst he was going into the pits that stopped us from having it in the second stint too.
And Evan Dalton says Jax is having a blistering pace on the set of mediums at the moment, which
he really
like we
is.
said, Jax did really good last week.
He finished 3rd, yeah.
And Toby, we did not have It's Jax last season, did we? So he should be, I believe he is a newcomer to the group.
Well, I think it's some discussion we had with the chat last week, and I think some of the chat was saying that he was in the Monday group last season.
Okay. No, that would make a lot of sense.
If I'm correct in thinking, if I'm right in thinking that's the same person we were talking about, I'm fairly sure it is, because, yeah, I do remember talking about his pace last week. And he is closing that gap quite quickly, with 5 laps to go. Yeah, I think he could well challenge Kobayashi before the end.
I think he has a really good shot of it, as well as GAVRA. GAVRA is only 3.9 seconds from Met Boy, so we could see a little bit of a change up there. Oh, looks like we had I believe that was a lapped car. May have been MQD's AI driver letting Kobayashi by there. I believe that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, I think he's coming up. Yeah, there was a car off the track as well, and I didn't see who that was. But yep, it's Jax just made it past the AI. And I know that the AI, from my experience of the events over the Christmas period, they do some strange things sometimes. When you blue flagging them, they just stop and pull over. But sometimes they just hammer on the brakes before they pull over. So negotiating the AI is sometimes not as easy as you'd initially think.
Yeah, no, definitely not. They, poor AI really doesn't have that much brain power going on.
No.
And let's see, I'm still on Kobayashi, but I believe I'm going to migrate my way up here to our leader for a little while. Trying to look through there. Nope, I'm going to go back here down to Before You Die and Tunturi, Toby. They are...
Yeah, it's Jax is right in the back of Kobayashi now.
Oh, he's... Yeah.
Yep.
We'll actually go back
and
up
he
to
has
them,
DRS and he's going down the inside. Very tight hairpin coming up, and he's made it before the hairpin, so yeah, that saves him wheel tapping on the way through it. Very nice overtake there.
Yeah, and as y'all can see from my camera right now, I'm on top of Kobayashi's car. He's also sporting the Lakers colors. Like I said, I believe several of the drivers did that tonight.
Yes, from what I understand, there have been quite a few of them who've done it, which is a lovely touch. Kobayashi isn't dropping back that quickly.
No, he really isn't.
He is on...
Nope, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say he is on older hards, whereas on it's Jax is on mediums. Yeah, I think Jax's cars are Jax's tyres are at their premium at the moment. And I think he might just be starting to experience some wear at the end of the race. So yeah, I think he's going to quite comfortably take home fifth here.
I believe so. Kobayashi, well, right at 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to make my way on back down here. Gavra, 1.7 seconds from Met Boy. He's trying to get close enough to make the move. Gavra with a fantastic 8th place, though.
Yeah, and he has closed it quite a bit. Met Boy is on 14-lap-old tyres, so I think Gavra may well stand a decent chance here with 3 laps to go.
Oh, we have Xavier in the chat saying he believes Kobayashi could have a 5-second penalty.
Right. So I think he's IC, so that's maybe why he let it Jax through quite so easily. I did think he backed out a bit.
Evan Kobayashi is on hards, actually.
He is, yes.
I don't know why well, I'd have to go back up there. I'm not sure. I'm on Gavra at the moment. The game could have glitched and be showing yellow on his tires, but in the telemetry it is showing he's on hards.
It often does that. No, it's the what's on the telemetry is correct as opposed to the tyre colours. It can be quite confusing sometimes. Tantu is now catching up to the back of Before You Die.
I was just noticing that he probably will be looking to make a move here himself, and
but he is.
I'm actually going to make my way back down there to him, since.
Okay. He's on much older tyres though, so yeah, could be a little bit of a tall order. But he does seem to be gaining. Gavra's keeping a gap of about 1.5 seconds at the moment. Yeah, I think Before You Die has actually pulled that gap out a little bit further.
Yeah, I believe he has. I think he's definitely. What do they have? They have 2 laps left.
Yes.
So they're almost down to the. Oh, turn 2. He locked his front tires up just a little bit, but did a great job of holding on to the car there. But he did get a little bit wide on the exit.
GAVRA is almost within that second gap that he needs for the DRS. I think that will be the final nail in the coffin for Met Boy. And if he has, he didn't quite get DRS in that lap, but he's now within the second. Next straight, he'll have it.
Yeah, GAVRA with what is it, 10 laps on his mediums versus Met Boy's 16 laps on hards.
Yeah.
I think GAVRA's got this. My money's on GAVRA. Of course, I lose a lot.
Given the age of GAVRA's tyres and them being mediums, I don't suppose they'll have that much difference in outright grip. But yeah, GAVRA definitely does seem to have the pace at the moment.
Yeah, he is definitely putting the pressure on him, and let's face it, nobody wants to be the guy that takes out GAVRA Novick. You know,
it would not be a great claim to fame.
No.
I remember Tiff Liddell is ex-Top Gear presenter, Fifth Gear presenter, and he once drove in Formula One for only a couple of races, and his claim to fame is knocking out Nigel Mansell from one of the few races that he raced in. That's not what I'd brag about, I have to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's not exactly how you want to be remembered. Yeah, Evan says Met Boy is a sitting duck for GAVRA. Just about is. GAVRA's got to do it though. They're fixing to be down to the last lap. Yeah, he's gonna have to.
I don't know why he didn't open his DRS then. He had it, but he didn't seem to open it.
Yep, and looks like yeah.
And he has this time. Yep.
Come on, GAVRA, you can take him.
Don't think he's going to quite be close enough this time round, and that is them onto. No, it's not the last lap. Sorry, that's penultimate. So they'll have one more lap to go after this.
Yep. And I'm gonna real quick, Toby. I'm gonna come right back to him, but I'm gonna real quick switch up here to our leaders because Adam Grimm, Play Dutchie, and Napula are on the last lap.
But I think they've just gone onto it. Yep.
Yeah, I believe they have. But yeah, I'm going right back down there to GAVRA Novick. That is definitely where our action is.
It is, yeah.
GAVRA's keeping us on our toes right here at the last minute.
He's getting very close now. Hopefully he can set himself up for the next DRS straight and make that pass done. And it looks like he went down the inside, and he has gone down the inside. Nice move.
Oh, fantastic move from GAVRA there. Yep. Yeah, I did that last week, Evan.
What's that? I had to. I was having the voice issues.
Oh no! When I gave Evan says don't
before
give.
You guys gone down back the inside of GAVRA, and GAVRA's made it stick around the outside. I think
he did. He did. That was a fantastic move from GAVRA. GAVRA is not having that. No, here we go right here on across the line. I believe our leaders have already crossed the line, but I just couldn't stand it coming away from these guys. But yeah, Evan was saying
they seem to still be racing. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Evan was telling me not to give GAVRA the commentator's curse, or my job might be in jeopardy. And I was saying, yeah, I kind of did that last week.
Oh no, they are still racing.
Yeah, we are still racing here at the middle pack. Adam Grimm has crossed the line, but I believe I don't think Met Boy has much of a chance to get by GAVRA again to take it. No, he's just too far back, I think. He'd have to make a massive lunge down the inside somewhere, and I don't think that opportunity's going to present itself.
No, I don't either. He's still within the second, though. So he may have a bit of a lunge at the last hairpin. And GAVRA is... No, that's not. I thought that might have been Kobayashi in front of him, but it's not. It's a back marker. Hopefully that won't cause too much problem for them.
Yeah, I believe that is MQD.
I think it is. Yep. and it hasn't caused them problem, which is good. And I think that's put Met Boy out of the 1 second range. Well, no, he still had DRS though.
Yeah, it looks like he was right on it. Looked like Gavra had his DRS coming down through there as well, which really helped keep him out in front of him.
Of course, he would have had that from MQD. Wow, that was lucky timing.
Yeah,
that
everybody else is...
Met Boy...
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say that might have been Met Boy's chance to have a bit of a go there, but of course Gavra got it from passing MQD's car. But yeah, what a fantastic race. I think there are a few quiet moments, but not many.
And yep, there we go. There are our podium winners. Adam Grin in first, Play Dutchy in second, and Napula in third. Yeah, Toby, these guys put on one hell of a show tonight.
They did.
I have to say, Gavra Dovic really kept us on our toes right there at the end of the race with a very impressive show, though.
He had some fantastic pace there, and he was not going to let that position go. No, very impressive racing. I have one disappointment in that race, I think, is the fact that Play Dutchy and Atom Grim didn't have to fight it out in the second stint. That would have been great. But yeah. So, do you want to run through them?
I'll let you go ahead and do it real quick.
So Atom Grim was in first, Dutchy in second, and Napula in third. That's a podium. Jojo in fourth. It's Jackson fifth. Fantastic recovery drive from him. Kobayashi in sixth. Metboy in seventh. Gavra in eighth. Tobio 603 in ninth. Before You Die in 10th. Tuntu in 11th. Deadly Jason in 12th. Dazza in 13th. Phantom made his way up into 14th. MKG basically disconnected, and that was it. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the rest of them.
Yep. Yeah, I think we did. I believe the last time I looked, though, Toby, we only had about 3 or 4 drivers that didn't make it to the end of the race, which is, okay. I think, is really good. Like I keep saying, given the nature of these F1 cars, you do a little crash, and that's pretty much it. Your race is more or less done.
They're extremely fragile, but yeah, no, that was a fantastic race from all of them, I think. Oh, I know, because I just watched it. And yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, thank you, Evan. And yeah, join the league, man. It's good racing. It's a great community. And yeah, Natty G and everybody's on the chat congratulating the podium.
Yeah.
It was good to see Play Dutchy back up on the podium again. I must say, it was. I didn't know how to feel after last week not seeing Play Dutchy on the podium.
Very much, and likewise Attingrim. And yeah, both of them had a fantastic race this week. And Napula again had a brilliant race. Wasn't quite on the pace of Attingrim, but I don't know what happened to him. He seemed to lose a bit of time somewhere, so he may well have had an instance. But yeah, a great pace from him regardless, and a brilliant third.
Yeah, it really was. And Piero, I see JoJo Power out on the track, and he does do a great job. And yeah, Piero was just saying that JoJo Power started at P11 and managed to finish in P4. So yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw him last week. He did really good.
Yeah, I do remember last week. It was a fantastic showing from him.
Yeah, he really did. All the guys in the Super League have really earned their way into the Super League, and we can see why. They all have incredible pace all the way down the field.
Very, very much so. And yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, actually, I won't be able to join you next week, but I shall be back on the following week. So apologies to everybody. But yeah, so the following week, I'm really looking forward to it again. And I'll at some point next week catch up with the stream of next week's one. Because yeah, I should imagine it'll be another great race.
Oh yeah, it definitely will. I would have to see if I was better. I'd have that information so I could go ahead and tell y'all where they would be next week. But you know, I'm not always that great. And like I said earlier, I got a head full of cough syrup, I guess.
Yeah, which is not a nice.
It's not a
thought.
nice feeling. No.
No. And I don't remember either where they are, so I don't have a head full of cold, so no excuse for me.
I believe it is Austria. I'm thinking it is Red Bull, but y'all do not hold me to it. It could be, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, the Red Bull Ring is my favourite track. I have to admit, so I'm disappointed I won't be commentating on that one. But yeah, I'm sure that will create a very good race.
Oh, we have someone in the chat, Toby, asking who we're gonna name driver of the day.
That's a very good point. Well, that's up to you to decide. So, yeah, who are your suggestions?
I don't know.
Personally, my only thought would be it's Jackson, his comeback, because he was pretty much down the back and he made his way back up into fifth. That's really my only thoughts on it, really.
See, I'm kind of torn between a couple. I'm torn between it's Jax, JoJo, as someone pointed out earlier in the chat. Yeah, it was Piero that pointed him out. Oh, and Triple O says it's Spain next week. And also, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted. It's not necessarily favoritism to nominate GAVRA Novak.
I think possibly GAVRA as well.
Yeah.
Because
he had one hell of a race tonight.
Yeah. At the end
so I'm really torn between those. Those are my three. So Toby, I will leave it to you and the chat. But Evan is saying Jax. We'll give everybody else a second here, see if they speak up.
Yep, I was going to say I will go with whoever the chat says.
But
I think they're all worthy suggestions.
Yeah, no, I sometimes I really hate trying to narrow it down to just one. It can be really hard. But I guess while we wait, we'll give the guys in the chat just a second to chime in and see what they think. And while we wait on that, make sure y'all go to the website, gavraracing.altavista.org. Once again, tons of information on there. GAVRA is steady adding new stuff to it. I was on there, I believe, about 2 or 3 days ago and was, once again, a bunch of new stuff. Oh, Piero, come on now. You're going to make it really confusing on us. But yeah, y'all go to the website, check everything out. There's a link to the Discord community at the bottom, as well as a link to the Patreon. If you wish to help support us, we are community-driven. No big fancy sponsors, and it does help. Alex... I was going to say, Alex Gunnermack is saying Gav. Piero is saying Kobayashi. Triple O says Gav.
I think Kobayashi is, he had a very good drive this week.
Did. He really did.
Yeah.
And Evan says Jax or Gav. So really, we've kind of got like 2 to 3 for GAVRA and 2 to 3 for Jax, I think, are about the biggest.
I think the vote is, by the looks of it, going to Gav and GAVRA, because that was quite some showing at the end there. So I'm happy with that one. Very much.
All right, so we'll name GAVRA Novak as our driver of the day then, because he definitely put on one hell of a show at the end there. Yeah.
No, and it was a very good position as well, a very good result as well. So good choice.
Yep, it really was. And I guess from me, thanks everybody for watching. Toby, thank you for doing this with me, and huge thanks to the GAVRA Racing administrators and GAVRA Novak himself for organizing all this and the opportunity to do it. And Toby, I think I'm just gonna close my mouth and leave it with you.
Well, no, thank you very much, and I've very much enjoyed it as always. Great pleasure to do it with you, and I will not be around next week, but I look forward to being back with you in a couple of weeks' time. thank you all for joining us. It's been a great race yet again, and we look forward to seeing you next week, and I will see you the following week after that. Thank you very much, everybody, and good night.